In this video, I'll show you how to set up from the very beginning, step by step, your Brother MFC-J1365DW. I'll show you how to install the ink, the paper, how to connect it to a Wi-Fi network, and how to print and scan using a mobile device. So let's get started right away. Turn the printer around. If you didn't already do this, you can remove all this blue tape. The power cable connection will be located on the side, on the left side. So take the cable, connect this end over here and the other end in a power outlet. Now I didn't touch anything, but as soon as I have connected the printer in the power outlet, it powered on by itself. Now let's take a look on the display that, by the way, is adjustable in terms of angle. First, let's select the language. You're going to use the up and down arrow to navigate in the menu and select OK to confirm. Then press the right side arrow once. You're going to press on the up arrow over here once. And we're going to do setup from machine, which is set up directly on the printer. Press the left side arrow once. Then press the right side arrow. On this page, it simply demonstrates how to install the ink cartridges. So let's do it together. And by the way, if you need replacement ink cartridges, I'll put links in the description towards Amazon, where you can get the specific ink cartridge that fits this printer. On the right side, you're going to find the ink compartment. Stick your finger behind and simply lower this door. You're going to notice that there is ink compartment for each colors: magenta, cyan, yellow, and black. Let's start with the magenta. So you're going to take the magenta ink cartridge that has an M over here. You're going to simply hold it this way, and we're going to simply insert it, glide it inside its specific spot. Okay, you're going to find that it's a bit harder to push at a certain point. Simply wiggle it until it comes in this position. Then, as it says over here, push. Take a finger and simply push where the white circle is until it clicks. And you're going to do the same thing for the rest. So here I have the cyan ink cartridge with the C. I will glide it and simply push the circle until it clicks. Then the yellow. And finally, the black ink cartridge, which is larger than the other ones, since you're probably going to use more of these. Again, I'm holding it in this position with the white circle facing me. I'm gliding it. I wiggle it a bit just so it fits better, and then I push it. When time comes to replace these ink cartridges, you can simply put your finger on the top of the ink cartridge you want to replace, let's say the blue one, the cyan one, and you're going to push down. This will disengage the ink cartridge and then simply glide it out. It's a very easy process. At the end, close the lid, and this is about it. Now you're going to press the right side arrow, and it will say preparing the ink will take 5 minutes. While preparing the ink, you can proceed with the initial setup. So we're going to press on the right side arrow again. Now it's time to set up the date. So you have the year. You can type the year you are in case it's not 2025. And you're going to select OK. The day, the time, AM, PM. Again, simply using these arrows, you can use the small keypad that is on the display. And at the end, always select the OK button. Now, they will ask you if you want this printer to update automatically every time there is an update available. If yes, you're going to press the right side arrow. If not, press the left side. And at this point, you just have to wait. Next step, as it says, it's time to load the paper. After we loaded the paper, we will have to press the right side button to confirm. The paper input is located down below. To extract the drawer, you simply have to put your fingers on each side and simply pull towards yourself. Now, as you notice, there is some green guides that we can adjust. There's a small clip, okay, right over here, and once you press on it, you can adjust the guide. And as you see over here, the paper size is marked. So if you're printing on less letter size, US letter size, like I do, it's LTR. You simply need to bring this small green thingy beside the LTR markings. If you're gonna print on larger paper, like legal size, you'll have to extend this drawer. And they have made this drawer extendable. So you're gonna press this button and pull on it. And you see, now it's a lot larger, enough for legal size paper. But in my case, I'm simply printing on US letter size, so I'll bring it back. Same thing over here, you have these guides, and there's a small pinchable clip over here where you can push them on each side, especially if you're printing on letter size, as it says over here, LTR, you can extend them. If you're printing on envelopes, you can bring them together. Take your stack of paper, make sure that it is aligned, and now glide it in between these two green guides. And as you see, I didn't extend these guides properly because it's not fitting. Okay, now it should be fine. Perfect. I'll simply guide it over here, and it's important to not overfill this drawer, so never go above this green guide on the top over here. Also, if you want, for any reasons, this drawer is capable of being removed. So if I pull it more, it will come out of the printer. Especially if you have a paper jam, it's good that you can remove it to take a look under the printer. Most of the time, the rollers that are taking page by page your paper are getting stuck, or sometimes they take this paper crooked. Okay, so by removing the drawer, you can check them out. At the end, simply push back this drawer and you're good to go. The paper output is right above, and you can extend this part over here so that the paper doesn't come flying all over your desk. But when not in use, you can simply put it back. So now we're gonna press the right side arrow. A paper will get printed, so extend this. If you take a look over here, check that the dotted line forming the four colors blocks are visible without gaps, with no gaps. So usually, okay, simply take a look at the page that is on your display. It should look exactly like this one. If you see that some dots are missing, it means that there is definitely an issue with the print heads or with the printer in general. So if everything looks fine to you, you're gonna press the right side arrow. If, again, there is some missing, you're gonna press the left side arrow. In my case, I'll press the right side. Choose the image closest to the print result, then press OK for the magenta. So if we take a look at the magenta, it's definitely the first one. I see every single line, no one is missing. So I'll simply press OK. Same thing for the cyan, yellow, and black. In my case, as I said, everything looks perfect, so I'll select the first one. Okay, perfect. For best print quality, we recommend checking the print alignment, and I suggest you do it. It will give you better result. So press the right side arrow, select letter, because we have input some letter size, and then press the right side arrow once again. Take the page that just got printed. It should look like this. And as it says over here, you'll have to put it on the scanner of this printer. Open the scan lid. Take the paper, put it facing down with this circle over here, the black circle on the top left corner. Should go right over here. So we're going to bring the paper until the corner of the paper touches the corner, the top left corner of the scanner. Close the lid. And now we're going to press right over here the down button and then the right button. Press the right side arrow press the down side arrow, and then the right side arrow. Again. And here we go. The initial setup of this printer has been completed. Now let me show you how to connect it to the Wi-Fi, how to print, and also how to scan. You're going to press the settings button on the top left corner. Use the down arrow until you have highlighted network. Press OK. Select the first option, WLAN Wi-Fi, by pressing OK. And then press OK once again. Press the right side arrow, and the printer is now searching for every networks that are around it. This is the list of the networks, and by using the up and down arrow, you can highlight your Wi-Fi network. Press OK, and now it's time to type the password. By using the digital keyboard and pressing these arrows, you'll be able to type your password. If your password has capital letters, just go over there, press OK, and it switched to capital letters. If your password has numbers, you just go over here, click, and you have a number pad. So go ahead and type. Go and select OK and press the OK button. The printer is now currently connecting to the Wi-Fi network, and you're going to get a confirmation message in around 10 seconds. Here you go, connected. Then you're going to take your iPhone, go in the App Store and search for the Brother Mobile Connect app. Download it and open it. This is the main page of the application. Press the top right corner to add a new printer. Add machine. Select Add connected machine, the first option. You see over here our printer appeared, the MFC-J1365DW. Tap on it. Select Skip on the top right corner, activate later. Select Maybe Later. They're just trying to sell you their subscription service, and as you just noticed, the app crashed. Don't worry, the printer has been added. So you're going to go back and open the app. And skip. And as you see, the phone is now connected to the printer. I don't know why the app is crashing. Hopefully Brother can fix this in the future. I really doubt. Anyway, click Exit Setup. It will bring you to the Brother website, which simply have to go back in the app. And if there is an update available for your printer, well, it will tell you right over here that you can install it by pressing OK. I don't want this, so I'll press Cancel. Okay, so this is the main screen of the app. From here, you will be able to print documents and pictures, see the ink levels by simply tapping on your printer, you see, and also scan. So let me show you how to print and scan. To print, very easy. Let's say I want to print a document. I'll select this. I will then select the document that is on my iPhone that I wish to print. So this is a PDF file. From here, you're going to click this cogwheel. And here are all the details. Make sure that they're fitting your project. So how many copies do you want? Do you want to print on both sides of the paper? Do you want to print in black and white or color? All these stuff, just make sure that it's what you want. And if you go back by pressing the print button, it will launch the print, and everything is done quite quickly. Okay, perfect. So as you see, the result got printed. Everything looks beautiful. Let me show you how to use the scanner, actually the two different scanners of this printer, and get the results directly on your iPhone. So if you want to input a document on the scanner glass right over here, because you just want to scan one page, let me just take the same document that I printed over here. You're going to place the document facing down with the top part of your page towards the left side. And then you're going to align, and this is very important, the top left corner of the page with the top left corner of the scanner. So bring them until both corners are touching. And then you'll be able to close the scan lid. So this is for this scanner. Let me show you how to input paper in the top scanner. This is an automatic document feeder, which means that if you have multiple pages, let me just take 3 sheets of paper over here. If you have multiple pages and you want to scan them at the same time, well, you can do this. Take your pages, align them, and you're going to notice over here, let me simply put the camera at a better angle. You're going to have these guides that are moving. Make sure that you put them on the extremity if you're going to scan some US letter size. You're going to take your stack of paper, you're going to place it facing down with the top part of the document towards the left side, and you're going to glide it. Make sure to extend the small flap so that the paper doesn't come flying over all your desk when it's done scanning. So the paper is installed, you're going to take the app and you're going to press scan. Select if you want to scan in black and white or color, select your document size and also the resolution of the scan. If you're scanning simply text, 200 dpi is enough. Press the scan button and the process will begin. Simply wait. The printer detects automatically where you have input the paper, over here or on the other scanner. You don't have to select this manually. Okay, it has finished scanning, and if we take a look at my iPhone, we can see all the pages. You can delete them by pressing the X button, or you can remove them and add even more pages to this document if you have more. It's not saved yet. I'm gonna press done. From here, you can select this button if you want to edit the scan, so you can change, crop, do whatever you want to do. If you click the cogwheel on the lower right side, you'll be able to change the name of the file. Currently it's this, but maybe you want to say homework, or I don't know, special project 6, I don't know. Select if it's a PDF or a JPEG. And once you're ready to save the file on your phone or share it with your contacts, press the Share Save button. You're gonna be able to share it with your contacts, with apps that you have downloaded on your iPhone. You can print over here whatever you have scanned, or if you click Save to Files, you'll be able to save this directly on the memory of your iPhone. So this is about it. I really hope this guide was helpful to you. If it was, drop a comment down below. Check my Amazon links if you want to get some ink for this printer, some paper, or even a brand new printer. My Amazon links are over here, and every time you purchase through them, I get a very small commission from Amazon. It helps my channel. Thanks for your support, and I will see you in the next video.